So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam. The club that you... Shot a goal! In for the pieces! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Romario. And Romario!
Romario made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Robson goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ajax clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedri. First quarter of an hour gone. Pedri looking to get on the end of this. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Pass somewhat off target.
Go-ahead Eagles are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time...
Rummenigge! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Schneider is always looking to break lines. And it's Messi. It's run loose here. And he's there to make the challenge. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robson. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well read, nice interception. Cannavaro. Half an hour played now. Good ball, good take. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Schneider. That is great defending, so alert.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
And there's green grass ahead of him. No joy this time. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Del Piero. He's having a shot! Off the post! Goal! Ajax! And they get themselves in front! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because...
Takes a shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Go ahead, Eagles. Really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Thinks about the shot. Oh, good take in a good area. Chance, surely! He's missed, but not by that far.
Robson certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Van Bronckhorst. And it's Vieira. Now it's Romario. And it's De Jong. And the through ball. Rummenigge. It's Pedri.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's well positioned here. Schneider. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Edmilson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. De Jong. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
First half is up and things are looking good. Let's hope for another good show in the second half.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Ajax grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Chooses to go back. Schneider. Cannavaro.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? Del Piero.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, super find. He has found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Romario. And it's De Jong. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
The attendance for this
Del
match
Piero.
was 52,000.
He's through, now is he in? Great ball, and he's in here. Has crossed into the middle. Pedri. Now it's Romario. Vieira. Now it's Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. He's found a way through. Baresi pulls off an exemplary piece of... Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Del Piero taking charge of the dead ball. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. And it's De Jong. Good ball over the top. He has a look up. No way through, so back it comes. Real chance. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, brilliant save.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Rooney. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Schneider looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Del Piero. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pedri. Vieira. Cannavaro. Ajax are looking to break at pace. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Messi. Vinicius to chance! And yes, it's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Ajax are having a ball here. Robson clipped into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Pedri, looking for a runner. That's good vision. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's well spotted. A heavy challenge. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, easy pickings there. Koeman. Vieira. 2 minutes to be added on. Tries to pass it through. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Please put your hands together.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Mateus! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now. Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even switched.
Can he finish? Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vieira, quarter of an hour played. Rummenigge.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Out towards the flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Looking for the run. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Tchouaméni.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Go ahead, Eagles. Really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pedri, very much a man of this moment. He is through here. Mateus. Rummenigge. And he's straight offside. Baresi. Guti. Van Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rummenigge, can he get it through? And the shot's on here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rummenigge. And here's Goulet. Pele. And it's Maldini. Goes forward. Rummenigge might just make this. Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Here's Tchouaméni. The pass has gone astray, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vieira. And this is Dembele. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's away. Koeman pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Mateus. Thinks about the shot. He's found a way through. Goulet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rummenigge. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17 lascia il campo per il numero 19.
Here we go again then.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Go ahead, Eagles. Can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Koeman cuts out the pass. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Vieira. And here's Dembele. Rummenigge is herring after that one. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Nicely shaped ball. And he's worked it through. Shot could be on. Oh, lovely feeding. It's real chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Pedri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Vieira. Bellingham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's Dembele. Pedri. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Pedri. And a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear.
Go ahead, Eagles. Really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's in a decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chouameni. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Rummenigge. Rummenigge going face-to-face with his great rival. Chouameni did just about... Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Il numero 22. Ibrahimovic. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Oh, important interception. Bullet. Yamal is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Hullet. And this is Romario. Romario will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mateus. Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side. And the through ball. He has found the way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Goes for a shot! They've scored! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Chouameni has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Baresi into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Pelé. Passing is crisp and sharp. So what can they make of this? Driving on and making good progress. Oh, super ball! And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nicely weighted ball. Van Dijk goes sliding in. Thuram. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. In with the challenge. Yamal. Hullet. Now it's Romario. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Go ahead, Eagles, desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
It is Rummenigge! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rummenigge deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Real chance here. Chance for a shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
You give him an inch, and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Ferdinand cuts it out. Bellingham. Rummenigge. Look at... And the shot! It's in! 2-0, and in next to no time.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Pelé. He's on it, face to Rummenigge! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Now, power or placement? Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! Oh, he's missed!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Palestine have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Nedved. He's through here. And this is Messi. He is through here.
Go Ahead Eagles are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pelé. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a little off target. And he's found a way past. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up...
Goes for a shot! And And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
A case now of complete control. Played back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Koeman gets across to intercept that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Oh, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Baresi. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Here's Vieira. Pinches it off him. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rummenigge strokes it back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Grafenberg. And it's Pedri.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bellingham. Oh, delightful ball. Caught offside that time. Koeman. Rummenigge. Neymar. And he's in on... It's Pele! He's kicked it out just.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
This possibly the last play of the half. Maldini tries to clear. And it's half-time here. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. And we're underway again.
Go ahead, Eagles. Really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. Looking for the run. No, he's just misjudged that one. Gravenberg. And it's Pedri. Nedved. That is a brilliant interception. Vieira. Pele. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's Vieira. Koeman. Now it's Pele. Can he get on the end of this? Pele. Bellingham. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. And it's Bellingham. Cristiano Ronaldo. Big chance! Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Nedved. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's on his way! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. That is quite remarkable.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
820.
Gravenberg, some resolute defending there. Palestine are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Gravenberg. Number 11.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Maldini.
Number 19. Pele. Coming on the field. Number 4.
Fired deep. He's gone. It's hit the upright.
26. Gullit. Number
They've
9.
been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Neymar. And it's Romario. Chance here to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played out wide. Neymar. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No, that's been intercepted. Palestine do have a chance to counter here. Seedorf. And he's there to make the challenge. Just about up to 75 minutes. It's a threatening ball. So much time and space here. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Romario! Always going over the top.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nedved. Nedved tries looking up for options on the left. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Tries a shot! In for the pieces! And yes, it's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Palestine are having a ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a cute ball. Bellingham. Thuram. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rummenigge is onto this. Gullit. Ball played for Dembele. Gullit. That's that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times, A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Please take
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here.
Pelé, and here's Del Piero.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy Eze is always someone I've kept an eye on. A player who broke through as a left winger initially, but also has the intelligence, the vision required of a number 10, and he combines those roles very well, drifting in from the left, getting on the end of balls, and he takes it from there.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Pelé, and it's Del Piero. Driving through the...
Chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri opts for safety. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rummenigge receives it in.
Rummenigge! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Go ahead, Eagles. Really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Goulet. Pedri.
There he goes, motoring forward.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a delicate pass.
Nice interception, well timed.
Neymar. Pirlo. Gently done.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Rummenigge.
Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Rummenigge.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Pelé. Goulet is the team's great visionary. And it's Pedri. Vieira. And it's Pedri. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Arda Güler. He is through. Shapes to shoot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. Shoots! And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Romario. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he has been fouled there. Koeman. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best.
Go ahead, Eagles. Certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vieira. Koeman. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Hullet. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Pirlo. Pele. And here's Messi. And here's Del Piero. Goulet. Pedri. Tries to pass it through. Rummenigge. Oh, he's busted. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Added time.
And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Goulet. Passing nice and neat. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Goulet. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Oh, this looks sharp. He came in hard, very hard. Hullet. Goulet running with the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and it's Vieira. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Goulet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that was very necessary. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pedri. And here's Romario. Oh, shot a goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And it's Messi. Looking for options, for movement. That's a shade optimistic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Vieira. It's Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely bit of skill.
Go ahead, Eagles. Really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pele, looking for the run. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Romario. Now it's Del Piero. And here's Romario. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, there's a probing ball. Neatly clipped into space. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Real chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Eze really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Pele! And that's a real chance missed. And it's Hullet.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hullet. Pedri. Hullet. Looking to play him in.
Go ahead, Eagles. Truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
And here's Romario. And that has left him in a heap. Neymar. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Baresi has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
And it's Romario. Oh, just skips past his man. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Goulet. Might be done. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Romario clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
There's the shot!
Go ahead, Eagles. Really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pedri. Pedri charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's running through. Hullet. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination...
And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So
is
overall,
only
I don't
allowed
think
in areas
anyone
shown
will be
on this
complaining
map.
too
Thank
much
you for
about
your
what they've got.
cooperation.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.